Recently, Aaron Rodgers has once again become a major talking point in the Pittsburgh Steelers offseason, but this time with an intriguing twist. Inside sources from Pittsburgh have suggested that Arthur Smith, the team's offensive coordinator, might not be fully on board with the idea of Rodgers stepping in as the starting quarterback. According to these reports, Smith's preference leans toward keeping Justin Fields as the starter, casting some doubt on how much support Rodgers truly has within the coaching staff. Yet this perspective doesn't tell the whole story. From what is known about the Steelers organization, the decision to pursue Rodgers is much broader and involves several key figures in the front office and coaching ranks, with head coach Mike Tomlin clearly leading the charge to bring Rodgers to Pittsburgh. Far from being an outlier, Arthur Smith actually shares a personal friendship with Rodgers, something the quarterback himself has hinted at in interviews during the offseason. Smith has publicly expressed admiration for Rodgers' playing style and football intelligence, suggesting that any notion of him opposing Rodgers' arrival might be overstated or based on incomplete information. Of course, it's plausible that early in the offseason, Arthur Smith showed interest in sticking with Justin Fields, who the Steelers drafted with high expectations not too long ago. But to assume that Smith is outright against Rodgers would be ignoring the bigger picture. The mood inside the Steelers facility seems to be one of genuine excitement about the possibility of adding a player of Rodgers' caliber to the roster. This enthusiasm extends beyond Tomlin and Smith. Executives like Omar Khan and other coaches, including Tom Arth, who notably played alongside Rodgers during their time with the Green Bay Packers, also appear to support the move. It's a collective organizational vision, not just a one-man show. Turning to the logistics of Rodgers' potential signing, the timeline remains uncertain, but is a central topic among sports insiders. Ideally, Rodgers would finalize his deal and report to the team before the start of the organized team activities, OTAs, slated for late May. His presence at these early off-season sessions is considered crucial. As a quarterback entering a new environment with a new playbook and unfamiliar teammates, having the chance to build rapport and get comfortable with the offensive system ahead of training camp could make a significant difference in his effectiveness once the regular season begins. However, there's no firm deadline set by the Steelers for Rodgers to officially join the roster. Some analysts believe Rodgers might sign imminently, even before the OTAs kick off, which would give him nearly a month of practice before mandatory minicamp in June. Others take a more cautious stance, speculating that Rodgers might not appear until minicamp itself or even later, which would mean less time to gel with the team and raise questions about how prepared he would be to lead the offense right away. This uncertainty also fuels talk about Rodgers' future beyond this season. If he delays signing or declines to attend key team activities, some are beginning to wonder if retirement might be on the horizon. After all, coming off months of waiting from the Steelers organization and fans, it would be surprising if Rodgers suddenly decided to step away from the game at this juncture. Yet the mere possibility hangs in the air, adding an extra layer of drama to the saga. Despite these concerns, the Steelers seem ready to accommodate a range of scenarios. They've expressed confidence in Rodgers' ability to integrate into the offense quickly, even if he misses some off-season practices. The thinking is that, as a veteran with immense experience, Rodgers could be a plug-and-play type player who can perform at a high level without needing extensive ramp-up time. Still, common sense dictates that the earlier he arrives and starts working with the team, the smoother the transition will be. Given that Rodgers is new to this particular offense, unfamiliar with key teammates like center Zach Frazier, wide receiver DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin III, Roman Wilson, and Robert Woods, every extra practice session helps build the timing and trust critical for success at the quarterback position. There's also the matter of Rodgers' own attitude toward OTAs, which has fluctuated over recent years. He has publicly criticized mandatory off-season workouts in the past and has occasionally skipped them. But interestingly, with the New York Jets, Rodgers prioritized attending OTAs in the previous 2 seasons. This history suggests that if Rodgers is genuinely committed to the Steelers, he might choose to take OTAs seriously again as a chance to get acclimated and prove his value. However, that remains to be seen. As this storyline develops, many observers and fans are left wondering what the next few days will bring. Will Rodgers sign soon and participate fully in the Steelers' off-season program, or will he delay his decision and limit his involvement until closer to training camp? The answers to these questions could determine not only the trajectory of Pittsburgh's season, but also the legacy of one of the NFL's most high-profile quarterbacks in his twilight years. In any case, what's clear is that the Rodgers-Steelers connection is far from a simple, one-dimensional story. It involves complex relationships, competing perspectives within the organization, and the delicate timing of contract negotiations. While some voices claim there is resistance to Rodgers internally, the broader picture shows a franchise eager to add a proven playmaker who could dramatically change their fortunes. At the same time, patience remains key as both sides navigate the final hurdles before officially coming together. The intrigue will continue to build as we approach the start of OTAs and minicamp, with each passing day raising new questions about Rodgers' status and what impact he might have once the regular season rolls around. Will he arrive ready to lead and revitalize the Steelers' offense hungry for success? Or will delays and uncertainty cast a shadow over what could have been a blockbuster addition? Only time will tell, but the buzz around Pittsburgh is undeniable. And this saga is far from over. As the countdown to the Steelers' organized team activities, OTAs, and mandatory minicamp approaches, the Aaron Rodgers situation remains shrouded in mystery and speculation. Although optimism is prevalent among many insiders that Rodgers will soon sign and join the team, the delay has raised eyebrows and created a whirlwind of questions about his commitment and readiness to step into a new chapter of his career with Pittsburgh. This isn't just a simple player acquisition. It's a potential franchise-altering move that comes with significant expectations and pressure, both for Rodgers himself and for the Steelers organization. The latest reports from credible sources in the NFL landscape continue to paint a picture of cautious hope. According to recent updates, the Steelers have maintained consistent communication with Rodgers, demonstrating a level of respect for his personal circumstances that may have contributed to the holdup. Rodgers has previously mentioned that he needed to resolve certain issues in his personal life before fully committing to a new team, and Pittsburgh appears to be giving him the space to do so. This approach speaks to the professionalism and understanding within the Steelers' front office and coaching staff, but it also adds to the uncertainty surrounding when, or even if, Rodgers will officially sign. With the OTA scheduled to begin on the 27th of May and the mandatory minicamp set for early June, time is ticking. There are only a handful of practice sessions before training camp kicks off in July, and these early opportunities are invaluable for a quarterback trying to learn a new offense and develop chemistry with teammates. Missing these sessions could mean Rodgers walks into training camp at a disadvantage, forced to play catch-up while others have already laid the groundwork. This scenario creates a real risk of slower offensive cohesion during the crucial preseason period, which can ultimately impact the team's performance once the games count. While some believe Rodgers' arrival timing might not matter, given his experience and skill, it's hard to ignore the challenges that come with learning a new system. Rodgers has never worked with Arthur Smith's offensive schemes, nor has he played alongside key Steelers' offensive weapons. Players like DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin III, Roman Wilson, and Robert Woods present unique challenges and opportunities, and building rapport with these receivers will be critical for the offense to thrive. Additionally, the chemistry with the offensive line, especially with new center Zach Frazier, must be developed early to protect Rodgers and create a fluid passing attack. The Steelers' willingness to be patient and accommodate Rodgers' timing reflects their belief in his ability to be an immediate game changer. Yet, it also raises questions about the balance between patience and preparation. Can the team afford to wait too long and risk an unprepared quarterback stepping into the spotlight? Or is Rodgers' talent and leadership enough to overcome the sheer lack of off-season reps and hit the ground running? This debate will likely continue until the ink is on the contract and Rodgers steps onto the practice field in a Steelers uniform. From Rodgers' perspective, the situation is equally complex. Entering this stage of his career, he has to weigh his physical health, motivation, and personal priorities. The uncertainty around sign-in and participation suggests he may be carefully considering how much football he wants to play and under what circumstances. Rodgers has never been shy about making bold decisions, including contemplating retirement multiple times in recent years. The idea of joining the Steelers, a team with a storied history but also some recent struggles, might require a significant mental and physical commitment from him, one he is likely weighing carefully. Despite these lingering questions, there is a shared sense of anticipation among Steelers fans and football observers alike. The prospect of Rodgers leading the Steelers offense ignites excitement because he brings a proven track record of elite performance and leadership. His presence could elevate the team's chances in the highly competitive league, potentially turning a talented roster into a genuine contender. If Rodgers does sign and participate fully, he will immediately become the focal point of Pittsburgh's offensive game plan, expected to lead the team deep into the playoffs and possibly chase a Super Bowl ring in what could be the twilight of his career. Meanwhile, the Steelers continue to prepare as if Rodgers will join them, building their roster and refining their schemes. The front office and coaching staff have made it clear that they want Rodgers in the lineup and are committed to making the necessary adjustments to maximize his talents. This includes tailoring offensive strategies to fit his strengths, leveraging his ability to read defenses, and utilizing his experience to mentor younger players on the team. The Steelers know that integrating a quarterback of Rodgers' caliber will require patience and flexibility, but the potential payoff is immense. At the same time, the possibility that Rodgers might not sign or could delay his arrival beyond the start of training camp keeps the Steelers' plans in a state of flux. They must have contingency strategies ready, including continuing to develop Justin Fields as a starting quarterback or exploring other options if the Rodgers situation remains unresolved. This dual approach underscores the complexity of managing an NFL roster, where uncertainty is a constant and flexibility is key. As the days pass, the spotlight will remain fixed on Pittsburgh, with every update on Rodgers' status scrutinized by fans and analysts. The narrative surrounding Rodgers is not just about a player joining a new team. It's about a legendary quarterback navigating the final chapters of his career while the Steelers look to regain their dominance. The stakes are high and the drama intense, but the excitement of potentially witnessing Rodgers in a Steelers uniform has captivated the football world. In summary, the ongoing Aaron Rodgers saga with the Pittsburgh Steelers embodies a mixture of hope, caution, and intrigue. The organization's respect for Rodgers' timing, combined with the practical challenges of integrating a new quarterback into the offense, creates a delicate balancing act. Meanwhile, Rodgers himself faces important decisions about his future and his readiness to embrace a new role. With OTAs and minicamp fast approaching, the coming days are crucial, and whatever happens will significantly shape the Steelers' 2025 season and beyond. Fans remain hopeful but watchful, eager for clarity but prepared for surprises as this compelling story unfolds. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a stunning turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the NFL community, star quarterback Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills has reportedly agreed to a surprising deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This unexpected move has fans and analysts alike buzzing, as Allen has been a cornerstone of the Bills' offense and a key figure in their recent success. Josh Allen, known for his powerful arm and dynamic playmaking abilities, has been one of the most electrifying players in the league since being drafted in 2018. Throughout his tenure with the Bills, he has led the team to multiple playoff appearances and has become synonymous with Buffalo's resurgence as a competitive force. His leadership on the field, combined with his relentless work ethic, has earned him a reputation as one of the NFL's elite quarterbacks. The rumor that Allen has agreed to a contract with the Steelers is a shock because Pittsburgh has been in a rebuilding phase after the retirement of longtime quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. The Steelers have been searching for a franchise quarterback to restore their former glory, and landing a player of Allen's caliber could mark a new era for the team. The news suggests that the Steelers are ready to make a bold statement in the upcoming seasons by investing heavily in a proven star to lead their offense. This potential deal also raises questions about the future of the Buffalo Bills. Losing Allen would be a massive blow to the team, considering his pivotal role in their offensive strategy and overall team identity. The Bills have built their game plan around Allen's unique talents, and his departure would require a major reconfiguration of their roster and tactics. Buffalo's front office will now face the challenging task of finding a way to remain competitive without one of the league's best quarterbacks. From a strategic standpoint, Allen's move to Pittsburgh could reshape the AFC landscape. The Steelers, with their strong defense and history of playoff appearances, combined with Allen's explosive offensive skills, could become immediate contenders. Fans are eager to see how the team's coaching staff will integrate Allen's style of play into their existing system and which players will benefit most from his arrival. The impact on the NFL's quarterback market cannot be overstated. Allen's signing with the Steelers may trigger a domino effect, influencing other teams to make aggressive moves to secure top talent and adjust their rosters accordingly. It could also signal a shift in how teams value dual-threat quarterbacks who can both pass and run, a skill set Allen has mastered. As this story develops, both Bills and Steelers fans are watching closely, anticipating official announcements and the details of Allen's contract. If confirmed, this transfer would not only redefine two franchises, but also add a new layer of excitement and unpredictability to the upcoming NFL season. The football world waits in suspense to see how this bold acquisition will unfold and what it means for the future of both teams. In summary, the rumor of Josh Allen moving from the Buffalo Bills to the Pittsburgh Steelers is a groundbreaking development with wide-reaching implications for the NFL. It highlights the ever-changing dynamics of professional football and the constant quest for teams to build championship-caliber rosters. As fans digest the news, one thing is certain: the upcoming seasons will be more thrilling than ever with Allen's potential new chapter in Pittsburgh. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.